Abingdon Grill. See, I swelled my voice at the end, so you all need to clap. That's not going to work all night. Thank you very much for coming out. My name is Chris Biggs. What you need to know about me is I have been with my wife for over 20 years, and we have 4 kids together. You're supposed to clap there, too. If you don't clap at that, I have to go back and tell her that nobody's impressed anymore. That's the only thing I think that she's sticking around for, is that she gets a few cheers every other month. Literally. You have to understand that having 4 kids, that wasn't my plan. I wasn't writing in a dream journal growing up about how I can't wait till I can fill the 3rd row of a minivan. That's not. But I married a Catholic Hispanic woman. Yeah, you know what that means, right? That means I had a choice in life. I could have had peace and quiet, or I could marry a woman with a nice butt. When you are 18, that is an easy choice. By the time you turn 38, you start to question whether 18-year-olds should have the right to vote. Who has been to a comedy night here at the Abingdon Grill before? Let's make some noise. Okay, so you guys have never been to a show here before? You never been here? Okay, awesome. So, just so you know, you're seated in what's called the laugh seat, okay? That means the entire crowd is actually watching you guys to see if you're laughing. If you don't laugh, the show's ruined. So I need you all, you've got to carry the whole thing. You got it? Awesome. It's like if you're on an airplane, the exit row, I got to get verbal confirmation from everybody that you're into this. Awesome. Tonight is a really special night for me because my kids are not here. Daddy is on parole. I have 3 hours before I have to check in, and I'm going to make every minute count. So I need to enjoy this. The thing about having 4 kids is you need to have an escape. And my wife and I, we were trying to figure out what that was going to be. Comedy was not my first choice. Mainly because I wanted to actually make money. This is not it. I wanted to be a college professor, at night, and wear one of those sweaters with the elbow pads. That sounded like fun. My wife was like, absolutely not, because she was convinced that some young college girl would want to seduce me. Yeah. So we negotiated on comedy, which is a weird confidence she has in me, right? I am smart enough to attract some bright-eyed 19-year-old college girl, but not funny enough for a drunk 35-year-old last call. This is... Do you have any tattoos, sir? Oh man, you're ruining my whole crowd work. That was it. That's all I had. Yeah. Does anybody have any tattoos? I want to talk to somebody with tattoos. Oh, you have how many tattoos do you have, sir? Over here. No, you're all pointing at this. How many tattoos do you have?
5.
5? I think that's still in beginner territory, right?
Good for me.
Does your dealer still give you a discount to get you hooked? You're past that, aren't you? Yeah. I don't have any tattoos. Does anybody else have? Does anybody have fun tattoos? No? Because I'm just trying to figure out. I don't have anything against tattoos. Just so you know, there's not a giant Limp Bizkit logo under this shirt, right? You can tell that by looking at me. I got nothing going on. I don't have an American eagle clawing at a Muslim guy. That's what we have in Hartford County, right? No, I don't have anything. But and really, just the reason is there's just nothing that I am so into that I want to have with me on my body every minute for the rest of my life, which is something that really annoys my kids to hear. And they like to give me a hard time, don't you love us? I was like, you're going to be out of here when you're 18. Hopefully. Right? You're supposed to be gone by then, right? Kids stay so much longer these days. The federal government says your kids can live with you, can stay on your insurance until they're 26 as long as they live with you. Right? That's terrifying. That's the real reason people hated Obamacare. They didn't love their doctor. They just didn't love their kids. Not like 26 years living in your basement, love. You got 26 years living in your basement, love. Oh, do we got one over there? Oh. I think I need to stop the joke there. That's...
One more month.
One more month?
One more month.
One more month that... No, if you stay, I'm just letting you know, if you stay, there's going to be a Netflix documentary about you. And you better hope it's about a serial killer. Like, that's the better option. Yeah. What was it? I was talking about tattoos, though. My kids still like to rub it in. They're like, well, what about mommy? Don't you love mommy, right? Why don't you get a tattoo of her? And it's like, listen, I love my wife. I absolutely do. She's the center of my universe, right? Without her, I would be wasted. Yeah. But, like, it's like the sun, right? Like the sun, without the sun in the sky, we would, the planet would be floating away, we'd all be dead. But doctors will tell you, if you're out in the sun too long, that's a problem, right? Like, if you're out in the sun, you need to take a break. You need to get some, you need to go inside, get a little shade. Can you imagine, like, you go inside to get some shade, get that break after you've been burned because you're around the sun too long. And you go and look in the mirror, and you've got the sun tattooed on your chest! So that's why I'm not going to get a tattoo. That's the only reason. No. Let's see. Where are we at? Let's see, man. What's your name? Wanda. Wanda, can we have a conversation, just an honest, open conversation about uterus fight club? Just, is that okay? No, that's not okay. Everybody knows the first rule of Uterus Fight Club is you don't talk about Uterus Fight Club. That's how that works. Sorry to yell at you. I'm just, yeah. I'm not good with crowd work with women because I'm not used to them letting me talk. Every night, my wife and I, we go for a 3-mile walk. And the way it works is she tells me everything on her mind, and then I tell her everything on my mind, and it turns out that 3 miles is not long enough to get to me. Which is incredible. My wife is coming up with an hour of new material every day. Like, I don't know how she does that, because I'm with her most of that time, and she still has stuff to talk about. Like, I could sum up my whole day in about 3 minutes if I'm stretching it out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, a man can have a whole conversation is like, last night I had a dream and it was weird. That's it. Women are like, well, what was weird about it? Man, it's just weird. What else do we need to talk about? We don't need anything else. I do have kids. I talk about them a lot. My kids love to read. 3 out of 4 of them like to read. We don't talk about that other one too much. Now, but that means that I'm going to have, statistically, a lot of grand cats when I'm older, right? That's what I have to look forward to.
Yeah, you do.
No, but like my youngest, he's just learning to read. He's going around reading everything. We were in his bathroom, and he was reading the side of a bottle of body wash, and he was going, "Dauk, Dauk, Dauk, Daddy?" I looked down, I was like, no, it says douche. I mean, no. No. Because that's like a difficult concept to explain to a kid, that there's certain words in other languages that are fine, but in English they're bad. Like in Spanish, that means like bath or body wash or something like that. And in English, that's how his grandfather refers to the president. So I just said to him, I was like, listen, buddy, don't use that word. And whatever you do, don't go reading the side of a black crayon. It's not going to work out for you, okay? Just letting you know that.